Hi guys, welcome on into another video. My name is Des. I'm a content creator here on YouTube, Twitch and TikTok, and I hope you're having a fantastic day or night depending on where you are in the world, of course. Welcome to a new series on Guild Wars 2. What I wanted to do, the aim of this series was to give you guys a beginner's guide from a beginner's perspective at Guild Wars 2. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a new character. We're going to walk through some of the intricacies of playing the game and getting started, and hopefully give you guys a solid foundation moving forward. Now, what I do want to say is what I'm assuming is you've already had a look at Guild Wars 2. You're excited to get started. You've had a look at the races. You've had a look at the different professions, and you've got an idea of which way you want to go in that area. Because we're not going to cover that in this game. If we were to do that, I'd need a lot more knowledge about all the different classes and what's involved around them, and I only know a few. So I'll leave that sort of information to the experts. But I wanted to give you guys a bit of a beginner's perspective of starting out in the game, and hopefully making your journey a little bit easier starting out. So that's what today is about, really, and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into it with you guys. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting off with a new character. These are a couple of my characters. The main one here is my main character so far, which is a Guardian. But today we're going to be starting a new character, and we're going to do a new race as well, because I have started out with a Norn, and a Sylvari. So we're going to start a new character today, and it's going to be an Asuran. I think an Asuran is really cool. I've already got an idea of what I want to do with my character. So let's go and get this set up. Let's get a male. And now here you go. There are 9 professions to choose from. And as I said, I'm assuming that you've done a little bit of investigating into the different professions and which way you want to go. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building an engineer, which is quite a complex character to play. So the engineer is obviously one of the many playable professions in Guild Wars 2. It offers a versatile and technologically advanced play style. The engineers themselves are masters of gadgets, explosives, elixirs, and they use a wide array of tools to control the battlefield and support their allies. They wear medium armor and can wield pistols, rifles, shields, and there's a couple of other weapons that they can use when you look at specializing. But specializing is something we'll talk about a little bit later. So yeah, that's what's really exciting. But overall, the engineer is known for its adaptability, combining technology, alchemy, and explosives to control the battlefield and provide support to its allies. Players can tailor their engineer builds to suit a variety of roles, including being a damage dealer, or a support, or a crowd control sort of build. So there's a lot of different ways that you can build an engineer, and that's what we're going to explore a bit today, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, as I said, we're going to be starting off with an engineer, so let's get started. Let's create a character. I'm going to make my Asuran is quite small, so I'm going to actually make him as tall as I can. The physique, there's a couple of different, let's toggle the armor for a moment with these blue pants. Let's see here. I like that physique the most, I think. But we're going to look at the skin markings. That's no skin markings. Did I choose a color? Albino? White? Let's go white. Skin markings. We've got patchy. We've got patchy on the arms. We've got a bit more of a spotted one. That's the original ones that we had a look at. But I think I'm going to go... Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this sort of specced sort of look, but I'm going to make it very subtle. I think that's the way you go for it. Let's go for our head options. Now, there's a couple of different options that we can go for, but I think... there's some interesting ones, that's for sure. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with a stone look for the top knot. I think that looks good. Our ears. Okay, now this is a big one. So we're on the face. These are our face options. Okay. There's a lot of different unique sort of looks here. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. Ears. Okay, ears are the next thing. I like the wide ones out. I think I like those ones. I think that looks really cool. Face details, eye color. Yeah, let's go with the blue eyes. I like that. Okay, our armor dyes. Now this is important. Let's go with yeah, I think that's a good one. Let's do that. The mask, I'm gonna leave. Let's go like that. I think that's a good one. Okay, now this is another part. This is where things are a little bit different compared to other MMOs, and it's something I wanted to talk about. What you basically do when you start creating your character is you start creating, you do a questionnaire, if you will, and it talks about your background, and it sets the tone for your character, and it gives you a little bit more, I guess, personality and depth to your characters as well. Now, some of the choices that you have here will determine what type of starting story you're going to have, which I think is very unique to Guild Wars 2. I think that's a really good choice to have. So, what you've got is this sort of questionnaire, if you will, to sort of determine the starting sort of storylines in your game before you get to the overarching main storyline. So there's that to know as well. So I'm going to go through this myself, but you don't necessarily have to choose what I choose. You can choose whatever is the most appealing to you and how you want to play your character. I think it's a very cool thing for Guild Wars 2, and I definitely recommend just going with your gut feeling on how you want to proceed, so you can really create a character that is an extension of yourself, really, right? Okay, so my most useful tool is Universal Multi-Tool Pack. It's got a wrench, it's got a screwdriver, it's got a spade, it's got a lateral displacer. It doesn't matter what you need, this pack has a gadget for every situation. Eagle Eye Goggles. Nothing sees the world more clearly than a soaring eagle. These goggles allow its wearer to see just as well. There's the panoscopic monocle. The details matter. Whether you're double checking the wiring on your new explosives or changing the gear staff on your favorite turret, this monocle lets you see what needs to be seen. I like the multi-tool pack. I think that's a good idea. So let's go with that. I feel like that'll be very handy. Trouble may follow me, but I use my blank to overcome it. Charm. I'm charming. No one can resist me when I'm at my best. I know just what to say to lighten the mood or bolster courage. Dignity. I'm dignified even when I'm up to my ears in mud. It's what makes people respect me. A serious, thoughtful demeanor is the road to success. Ferocity. I am ferocious. Threatening violence gets me further than anything else. I'm a natural, though I do try to use my powers of intimidation for good. I'm gonna go for a charm. I think like a sly sort of ladies' man would be a definite way to go for an engineer. Okay, I'm a member of the College of what? Statics. Builders, architects make up the College of Statics. We build to last. Some call us conservatives, but we excel at creating new designs using old materials in innovative ways and expanding the purview known magics for magical application. Dynamics. The College of Dynamics produces gizmo makers extraordinaire. Energy, enthusiasm, and boldness are our best qualities. We believe in leveraging the expendable nature of all things. If a prototype explodes, it isn't a failure unless the lesson goes unlearned. Synergetics. As members of the College of Synergetics, we study how energy patterns form and alchemagical fractals propagate. Few beyond our college understand the philosophical and mystical complexities of our interests. We devoutly research the true nature of eternal alchemy. I'm going to go for dynamics. Dynamics sounds like a good one to go for. My first invention was a Val A golem. Most golems are powerhouses designed for warfare. They show absolutely no subtlety or originality of design. My golem was compact and efficient, and it had an unparalleled package of features. It revolutionized lab cleanup, and it mixed a great cocktail too. Thermostatic converter. What unmitigated joy to be able to change the weather at my whim. If only the prototype had been more powerful. Nevertheless, the design was cutting edge. My trans-atmospheric converter was a masterpiece of utter genius. I wish I had more funding. Infinity Ball. They said it was a toy, a pipe dream, a waste of resources. They were wrong. My invention predicts the future. So what if it doesn't predict it correctly every time? That's irrelevant. Could it give me an advantage? Hazy reply. Ask again. Well, now, if I'm going for charm, I think the Valet Golem is a good one to go for. My first advisor, the one who taught me almost everything I know, was Bronk. Good old Master Bronk taught me the benefits of superior firepower. He liked to say, when it comes to besting the enemy, there is no such thing as overkill. Zynga. Mistress Zynga taught me that the best form of magic is good old-fashioned luck. She liked to say, planning ahead is for ninnies who think they can predict every possible outcome. The future is mutable. Go with the flow. Blip. Master Blip is known for his redundancies as well as his redundancies. He often said, your first try should never be your last, especially if it succeeded. You can always succeed bigger next time. And Canny. Councillor Canny wasn't just another bureaucrat. She was an esopolitical parascientologist. She was fond of saying, always bring a witness, preferably an expendable one. You never know when you'll need a scapegoat. I'm going to go with Bronk. Nothing wrong is overkill. Alright, here we go. Let's create our character. Yeah, let's do that. Technist. That sounds good. No. What else? Geez, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Oh. Let's go with that. Tech right moguls. Middles. Yeah, there we go. It feels like a solid goblin.
I am a Sora. I personify genius. My ancestors were driven from the heart of the earth, forced to live in this bright, wide world. Of course, we've excelled. We exceed expectations in everything we do. With Golem and Gate and Arcane Crystal, we have asserted our supremacy in this land and made it our own. We will not move another inch. Not for dragons, not for anyone.
Damn straight.
The eternal alchemy is a fluid contrivance, ever evolving, ever fluctuating.
I definitely feel like an engineer is a perfect fit for an
I
Asura.
believe in the power of transformation. I belong to the College of Dynamics.
I love it.
Dynamics crews thrive on permutation. We're always advancing, morphing into something new.
Love it.
I'm the lever, and my excellent crew is the fulcrum. Together we will move the world. We will force reason from chaos.
Damn straight.
I've just been informed that defective golems, not mine of course, are causing havoc out in the jungle. Whatever the imbeciles outside the city have broken, I'll fix, and make my name doing so.
Damn
I'll
straight.
lead the masses through metamorphosis to an improved future. This is my story.
Love it. Love it. Woohoo! All right. So now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the game and how things work. So I hope you guys can keep up with what I'm saying. I hope if I am going too far, I hope I'm not going too fast for you guys. But what you will find, and as you would imagine with an MMO, a lot of the key bindings are very similar to what you've probably played in the future. As you can see, the good old-fashioned WASD is the best way to get around. So that's what we're going to do. You can change the way your camera is positioned by right-clicking and dragging. You can view it in all sorts of ways. You can also zoom out or zoom all the way in. So there's that option as well. That is going to be your main bread and butter for how to get about in the world. But you can also jump by pressing the space bar. You can roll to dodge, and what you'll notice here is a couple of things in the UI. So now let me just change that there. Let me hide that. That's your chat window. Now what you have is you have your menu along the top left, which you can probably not quite make out because of my webcam window. But off to the right hand side is where your quests are going to sit, and in the bottom right is going to be your map, your mini map. Now the other thing to note is along the very bottom is your experience bar, and that's going to tell you how close you are to leveling up. Then you have your action bar. Your skills 1 to 5 are going to be your profession skills, and they are dictated by what kind of weapon you are using. So all professions have a set of skills that are available to them, and they are dictated to by what weapon you are wielding. So if you're wielding a pistol, for example, you're going to have different skills compared to a rifle. Okay, so there's that to keep in mind as well. Then you're going to have your health bar, which is, well, it's not really a health bar, it's a health dot. That's in the middle. And then above that you have your stamina, basically. And it's if you double tap or you press V, you can dodge or evade attacks. So double tapping back is going to make you jump backwards. Double tapping forth is going to make you jump forwards. Okay, so there's that option for you as well. That's something to keep in mind when you really need to reposition yourself quickly to avoid massive damage. Okay, number 6, which is on the other side of the health bar. 6 is usually preserved as your health, your healing skill. You're going to have a healing skill, and it's going to live here. And then your skills 7, 8, 9, and 0 are going to be utility skills. And as you level up, you're going to gain more slots. You got 11, 15, 19, and 31. Okay? So there's something else to keep in mind as well there. This little option here that's just off to the right-hand side of the 0, that later on is going to be your mount button, okay? And that's how you're going to raise your mount, okay? Now, let's talk about quests and stuff like that. So, green markers on the map, those green stars, they are going to be storyline-based quests, okay? So if you're wanting to follow the storyline, that is what you're going to want to follow. There's not necessarily... I think what happens is, as you unlock levels, as you level up, you're going to unlock different aspects of the story. So don't feel like you have to follow it the whole time. You can pick and choose as you go, and you can just explore zones, which is what I like to do as well. So there's that option for you as well. But let's move forward. We've got one weapon skill for us already. Let's go through this tutorial as a sense, which is fixing all these hostile golems before we continue any further. So let's go and approach Rob.
You there. Get over here and fix this.
Let's talk. Okay. There's a catastrophic glitch in the golem control system. In brief, they've gone completely haloopy. Find Peacemaker Gezi. She'll get to the bottom of this. Peacemakers, they're no help. Sure they are. Well, some of them are. Okay, a few are. But Gezi's one of the good ones. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Alright, let's go. Let's keep on going. Let's get rid of this one here. Okay, so I've selected it with the mouse button. You can also press tab, and that'll select the closest enemy. So that's another option for you as well. And I'm going to instigate attacking by pressing 1. There we go. Peacemaker Gezi.
It's pure chaos out here. Unacceptable. What's going on?
Just what it looks like. These golems have gone mad. Zojja suspects someone tampered with them. And by someone, she means the inquest.
Zojja's rarely wrong. Don't tell her I said rarely, by the way. If it is the inquest, she's going to need help. Where can I find her?
At the malfunctioning gate that's spitting out these deranged golems. She claims she could feel them on the other side of the gate laughing at us.
Not for long. I'm going to help Zojja shut down the problem at its source. Thanks for the information.
There we go. Cool. Alright, let's get to the portal. Alright, let's find the portal, but let's get through here. Okay, there's another... Alright, it's done. That one's broken down. Let's get this one done. Excellent. That's another enemy down. There's a couple enemies here. One more. There we go. Now, another thing I would love to touch on is what you can do is if you want to open up your character's like equipment, you can press the H button, and that's going to show you your equipment. And if you go, obviously you got the equipment tab here. If you hit equipment again, it's going to show you what equipment you have available. Now, you're going to start off with a base weapon. You don't necessarily need to stick with that weapon. Once you get through the tutorial that we're doing now, you'll be able to go... You might find drops from an enemy that give you a new weapon, or you can find a weaponsmith or a weapon salesperson, and you can buy a new weapon there. So, as an engineer, I've gotten a pistol. That doesn't necessarily mean I need to stay with it. I can go for another weapon if I choose. It's not too bad for now, though. We'll see how things progress. Let's get these enemies down. There we go. Let's keep going. Alright, let's get through here. Okay, here we go. Defeat the hostile golems. Let's do this. Okay, that's all of them done. Pardon me, goodness. Goodness gracious. Are there any more? It doesn't look like there's any more just yet. Do we go through? Destroy the hostile gems. I don't see any hostile gems.
I bet anything the inquest are behind this villainous chicanery. It's what they do.
Let's see if we can go. No, we can't. Ah, here's an enemy. What's going on? There'll be some more that come through in a minute, I'm sure. Okay, well, let's do that. I'm happy to do that. If there's enemies around. But I can't, see?
Vacate these premises.
Okay, it's done. Good job.
Mr. Sparkles, to me. Let's pay a visit to whoever decided to complicate my day so we can ruin theirs.
Alright, let's go. We're here with a whole pile of other...
For a second there, I thought someone dangerous was behind this.
Oh, spare my tender feelings. It's true, I'm not dangerous. But these golems are. Here, let them show you what dangerous really means.
Quick, let's get through the inquest. Defeat the inquest squads. Okay, no problem. We can do that.
When will you clubs learn? Don't mess with the inquest.
Oh, one more. Where are you going? Where are you running?
You're looking
There we go.
One?
Did that scramble your
I've
brain?
invited another guest to a victory.
Oh dear, this does not look good.
Looks like the
Wow.
guest of honor has arrived. Let's take it down.
Oh dear. We're in trouble. Look out, team. Oh, we're behind. Oh, goodness.
That scramble your brain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just die already, won't you?
Is that all you got? I've made sturdier knowledge in my sleep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Done and dusted. I was worried there for a minute.
Let's see how you someone builds your masterpiece.
Yeah.
I knew I'd achieve this.
Okay.
Hey, it's you again. I see you survived with your epidermis intact.
Damn straight.
Of course. It takes more than a giant rampaging inquest golem to get the better of me.
Modest, too. Well, you've earned a dash of praise, if you ask me. The crews around the city would kill for the assistance of an inventor with your talents. You should ask around. Make yourself invaluable.
Not a bad idea. Thanks.
Let's do it. And there we go. That's the tutorial done, my friends. That's what gets you through. All right. So now, another thing that I want to point out is what we'll do is we'll press accept. We get a reward. We get a new gun, which is great.
That went smoothly enough.
We've also leveled up, which is great. And you can see by just above the mini map on the right hand side is this little icon. That's your level up icon. If you press on it, you can see what you've unlocked. You got a second weapon skill unlocked, which is great. So we can accept. And then it'll show you what your upcoming new awards are at what level as well, which is good to know. Now, the character adventure guide. This is something that's really important and it'll really help you with getting through your levels a lot quicker. So your adventure guide displays additional objectives for your character while leveling. Complete these to earn extra experience. So what it's going to do is it's going to show you some of the tasks that you can do to complete your adventure guide. So if you follow those as well, you'll be well on your way to leveling up nice and quickly. But if you press H and you go to your hero tab, you could also go down to your achievements. And if you go to your achievements, you can actually see here, you got the adventurer guide here. So if you click on that, it'll actually tell you what objectives you need to complete and what you can get for doing so, okay? So keep that in mind as well. So here we are now, and what you'll notice is on our mini map, we've got this icon with like a scope, right? And they're a scout, and what they're going to do is basically they're going to go give you data and information about the surrounding area that you can then explore. I personally feel that Guild Wars 2 really rewards people that explore and go further into the zones in exploring and to completing things throughout that. I think that's a really good point of Guild Wars 2. It's one of my favorite points. Might not necessarily be your thing, but if you want to go through a zone and get your levels up, you're probably going to want to follow these scouts and go through and do the tasks that are at hand. So let's go over to our scout and let's select them and press F to talk.
Welcome to Metrica Province. You'll find private laboratories all over where our crews work on dangerous research, and we pay the price for excellence. Labs need to be carefully maintained, but I'm sure that's not news to you. We see a fair bit of interference from the Inquest. They're envious of our advances and covered our research materials. Our researchers could use someone with your talents. On your journey, you may also encounter nefarious events in the world. Don't let these opportunities pass by you. Jump in and help. As you gad about, you'll encounter our Magi Matter transportive devices, more commonly known as waypoints. They're mini-gates that, for a trivial fee, transport you across great distances. They're the second most convenient way to travel next to our gates.
Okay. Cool. All right. There was a lot there that's to take in. So let's break it down a little bit. So what I want you to do is I want you to press M to open up your map, and you get that view again from the scout, and you can see that it's given us a view of all the things in the local area. Now there's a couple of things. Let's have a look at the left-hand side. Can you see it? You can see it. So you can't see the one above it, which is the world completion. That's covered up on my screen. But I don't want you to worry about that right now. I want you to worry about the Matricia Providence, or the one that's below, because obviously you might not necessarily be in this starting zone if you haven't picked an Asuran. You might have gone with a Norn, you might have gone with a Human, you might have gone with Sylvari, you might have gone with Char. And they're all gonna have their own starter zones. But the information that I'm going to pass on to you here is going to help you regardless of what zone you're in. So let's talk about the first thing, tasks. Tasks are essentially what you would consider your side quests, okay? They're your side quests in the game, and if you do them, you unlock a currency. You get a currency for doing them, which is called Karma, which you can use to get recipes and other goodies at various vendors throughout the world. And they give you a lot of experience from completing them as well. So if you ever come across an area that has a task, basically if you get near one, so as you can see,
Surely, if we put our formidable
there's one that's not far from where we are now. Once you get within a certain amount of distance to the task holder, right, you will then be able to contribute to that task by doing whatever they require. So for this particular one that's nearby, if we experiment on inactive golems, repair golem control panels, subdue haywire golems, or organize toolboxes along the road, that's going to contribute to that task, okay? So that's tasks. In the Matrica Providence, there are 16 tasks. I am a completionist. I love going around and doing every little bit in a zone. So I am going to complete every little bit. But that's me. Might not necessarily be you. The next one here is hero challenges, which you can see, we can just see one off to the far right. Now, hero challenges, they vary a little bit. You might need to challenge a difficult opponent. You might need to commune with a place of power. You might need to drink some sort of drink or potion. There's all sorts of different ways to do hero points, and they're going to help build your character up even more. They're hero points that you can contribute to. If we press M out at the moment and press H to go to our hero panel, we can go underneath equipment. Under that, we go hero points are unlocked at level 11. But in there, you'll be able to work on your class and your skills and stuff like that, and build up your character a bit further and create specializations and stuff like that. But that's for a later date. That's for when you get to that level. Okay, let's go back to our map. The next thing on here is waypoints. Waypoints, as with most MMOs, are just a point you can travel from A to B to get across maps a lot quicker, or to get to towns or different areas. So they are marked with that like cube icon with a glowing center. So we've already got the first one. If you want to unlock more, you have to just get in close to their proximity and it will unlock for you. And obviously if you use them, okay, we've got a second one here. It's a small fee, but we can teleport directly to that waypoint from anywhere on the map. The next part of vistas, and vistas are a really fun thing for me. Vistas are like, they're like a little challenge, but it's like an exploration challenge. If you can find your way to a vista, what it'll do is it'll do a little bit of a cinematic view of the overarching area for it. But some vistas are hard to get to, and they may require completing jumping puzzles or having, you know, climbing various things to get there. They can be a lot of fun. We'll have a look at one of those in the future, so you get a bit of an idea. But those are good things to do as well, and obviously with everything else you get a bit of experience from doing so. The last thing are points of interest. Now we can see that there's a point of interest nearby, and points of interest are essentially exactly that. They're just points of interest. Exploring them and collecting them will net you a little bit of experience as well, so I definitely recommend checking them out where possible. Okay, now you can see that there's a couple of things on the map. You can see that there are icons for merchants, weaponsmiths, all sorts of things like that as well, and you can see where there's another scout that will unlock for more of the area. So let's do a little bit of exploring together and figure out where we're going next. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go back and get this point of interest. I think that's a good thing to do first, just so I have it, so I can tick it off my list. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. We don't need to be so far zoomed out. And what I'm going to do, let's have a look at our skills, because we unlocked a second skill, which is great. Poison dart volley. Fire a volley of darts at that poison foes. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know if I necessarily like that skill, but we'll see. Let's go down. There is a weaponsmith. Let's go there and let's see what weapons we have available. Maybe we can get something that's a little bit different to see how that works for our character. So let's speak to the weaponsmith. Okay, so we'll go. We can't use. Let's have a look where we've got a rifle. We can choose a rifle. Let's give that a crack.
Yes, yes. Quite impervious.
A mighty rifle.
Brainstorming rare.
There we go.
We have to build a product.
There we go.
Yes, mine.
Okay, so we got some different skills. As you can see, if you select a different weapon, so you can see that I have that fragmentation shot and the poison dart volley. If I choose my rifle, I have different ones. I have rifle burst and a rifle burst grenade, which is quite interesting. So keep that in mind. Different weapons have different skills. You're not necessarily going to enjoy pistols. You might want to choose something else. You might want to choose rifles, and if you like that, you might stick with that. There are other classes, like other professions, that have access to more varied weapons. It really just depends on what class you go for, but there are options. Because if you jump in on an engineer and you don't like using the pistol, there is the rifle option as well. I believe that your options change as well. If you're like, so say if I had the pistol, I'd unlock it there. I won't unlock it straight away, but when I get to level 6, you'll be able to unlock offhand. You might be able to equip a shield, for example. That might change the way your skills come out as well. So there's that option for you as well. So I definitely recommend experimenting with the different weapons to find what you enjoy the most and go from there. All right, let's do a couple of tasks because we're close to this task here. So someone did it for us. Let's work on this control panel and see if we can experiment. Please diagnose the failure symptoms present in this unit. Let's just choose the top one. Okay, it's gotten angry, it's attacking us. There we go. And we can see that our task stats have gone up a bit that we can work towards achieving. But before we go any further, I'm going to go back up here. Can I be a sneaky and... Oh, yes, I can. There we go. Now, that's where the task is. But in here, we have a mastery point and a vista. Let's go and get the vista. I think that's important. And I can see that there's a cave here. So you might find that certain things are harder to find. It just takes a little bit of exploring to sort of see if you can track down certain things to get around the different areas. And I definitely recommend checking this out here. So here we go. We got some enemies to go through. And there's the vista up there. You can see it by its little waving map icon. So let's get up there. Let's get this ember. Excellent. Jump across the lava. There we go. Oh, did it drop it? Okay, we can search the enemy. We got some items from killing the enemy, which is always good. There we go. More enemy dropping stuff, which is great. Here we go. Here's the vista, and as you can see, here's the little cinematic of the area. Very cool. And there we go. That's the Matrica Providence completion ticked up just a little bit further, which is always nice. Now, there is a mastery point down below. Now, I'm not too sure. I don't think it's available to us on this character just yet. So don't worry about mastery points at the moment. That's something that you need to worry about once you get to level cap, which is a little bit of ways for now. So all you need to worry about is vistas and tasks, and storyline, and we'll go from there. But obviously, with your storyline, you're probably going to have to level up a little bit to advance it a little bit further. All right, let's try this again. Uh-oh. Good job. Whoa, big dragon. There's another toolbox. Let's go do that one. There we go. And another control panel. Let's do it. Go. Done. Now, as you can see there, a couple of things happened. We leveled up, but we also completed a task. And you can see just above our mini-map there, we've got these little glowing icons. So the first one is for your task. You completed a task. So you get a little bit of gold and you get a little bit of karma. And you've also unlocked the merchant to trade with as well. So let's press accept. Now we've also leveled up as well, so we've gotten inventory access, player versus player. We've got a reward, which is a leather bag. Awesome. We've also unlocked a new skill as well. We actually leveled up twice, that's why we've got another skill. So level 4 rewards. We've gotten weapon skill 3 unlocked. We've gotten banking unlocked and points of interest unlocked. Awesome. Upcoming levels. We get a new profession skill unlocked at level 5. We have fine equipment unlocked to us at level 6, and the personal story is unlocked at level 10. Hero points unlocked at level 11. So it's good to know. Let's go over to Calculist Doula and see what they've got to trade.
Fascinating.
What are you offering? And so what you can do is here, you can actually, by spending karma, right, you can buy little items here to sort of help you on your dray. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the tasty cake because that's going to give us a little bit of an XP boost from what I can understand. Let's equip that bag as well to increase our inventory. So, tasty cake, double click to consume, nourishment for 15 minutes, 4% magical find and 10% experience from kills. Awesome to have. Let's do that. Now let's press M. Let's see where we go to next. We've got a point of interest over here, and then we also have a vista and another point of interest over here. So let's go north, and then we'll go south. I think that's a good way going forward. All right, let's go down. Let's go down. Yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying my experience in Guild Wars 2 so far. The community is really nice as well. So you don't ever feel like it's like, don't ever be worried about it being too toxic. It's actually quite peaceful and calm. So they're very welcoming, and they're happy to help you if you have any questions. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. You don't necessarily have to do it alone. There are people out there that can help you with these things. All right, so there's the vista up there. So we got to try and find a way from this structure to get up there to that vista. So let's have a look. Can I jump? Can I jump up here? Oh, I can. Okay, let's jump up here. Can I jump any further? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, a little bit higher. Oh, okay, so right here, there's some floating rocks. So if we're careful, we can jump up on them. Look at that. Perfect. Excellent. And that's another vista done. Excellent. So I thoroughly enjoy, there are jumping puzzles and there are vistas, and they can be of various difficulties. I thoroughly enjoy doing them. You don't necessarily have to do them. If you struggle with jumping puzzles as well, like, don't feel obligated to do them, but they are very fun and very rewarding if you can get them done. All right, let's get back down. And let's get this other point of interest. Here we are. Let's press M to open up our map again. And we can see that there is another vista, another task, and another point of interest. So let's go out and get them done. I can see where the vista is already. My goodness me. Okay, and here we are. Here is this next task. We haven't... Okay, now we're in the zone. Excellent. So, inspire impressionable progeny, deter inquest recruiters, chase down unruly progeny, and perform demonstrations with teaching apparatuses. Okay, let's program this one to do advanced pyrotechnics. Oh, it's a firing. Let's do it. Done. Oh, it's an inquest recruiter. Let's get rid of him. Threaten. Go away. Bring it on. Yeah. All right, another teaching apparatus. Let's go. Creation of energy. There we go. Ooh, let's get this vista because I can see these steps to get up there. Excellent. Oh, can I get up there? Oh, can I go up this way? Oh, it looks like I can. There we go. It's another one dusted. Excellent. Excellent. You can always skip them as well by pressing escape. If you you just sort of want to get on with it, you can always press escape and skip the cinematic if you like. It's entirely up to you. All right, let's see if I can just walk straight down. Yep, sure can. All right, there's another recruiter. Let's threaten them. There we go. Another teaching apparatus. Let's go Golemancy. Excellent. Let's see. Another inquest recruiter. Let's get them.
Talk with me. We have much to discuss.
Not only did we complete the task, we leveled up again. All right, so let's accept the rewards from doing the task. Let's then select the level up. We got a new profession skill unlocked. And we got rally unlocked. We'll talk about rally in a little bit. So we're at level 5, my friends. Level 5. Let's see Professor Gaff and see what they have on. What have you got?
We have much to discuss.
Progeny gauntlets. Progeny gloves. Progeny leather gloves. Maybe let's get that. Let's get the leather gloves on. Let's equip. There we go. It's always good to have some gloves on. Increase our armor a little bit. Let's go in here to get the points of interest. Good stuff. Now we have another task that's not far from us, so let's go and do that one next. It's to assist the Opticalium with lightning research. Okay. Let's do it. I'm excited, my friends. Super excited. Is there anything just south? There's another point of interest, so let's go grab that. There we go. And let's go do the task. Here we go. So activate storm cloud generators and energy storage containers and remove roaming sparks from the lab. Okay, let's do that. Oh, okay, that doesn't... Okay, so... Let's get this spark.
6 feet tall.
Let's put it in the storage tank. There you go. So by attacking those sparks, you gain a charge that you can then put in this energy storage tank. That's good to know. Let's do another one. Let's get the whatever it was. There we go. You can see another one. Yes. We're getting there, my friends. Do I see any more around? We also got another point of interest, even better. The lab is here, it seems. Storm cloud generator, activate. Let's put it in a storage tank. Let's get the next one. And look at that, we worked on our looting enemies completion of our adventure guide, so that's always good. So we got some bonus experience from that there. Woo! And we got another task done, even better. Alright, so let's tick the task off. We've done that, great, good job. And we got a level up, even better. We got an off-land weapon slot unlocked as well. We can choose our weapon, we can choose a new rifle, or we can choose a shield. I'm going to choose the rifle. I'm liking the rifle over the pistol so far. Okay, so at level 10 we unlock the raptor mount, which is good to know as well. Awesome. And then non-combat weapon slot unlocked, which is always important as well. So that way you can have 2 different weapon slots. You can have pistol in one, and then you can have rifle in another, or you can have sword and shield in one, and like a great hammer in the other, or you could have staff in one and wand in the other. There's a lot of different combinations you can have, so there's that option there for you as well. Let's equip that weapon. Oh look, it's like a little blunderbuss. Oh, I like that, that's cool. Okay, so where are we at? Let's press M. There's a waypoint not too far from here, so maybe we should do that waypoint. There we go. Sweet. Okay, let's go to this point of interest here. Let's go to this merchant, because there might be something here that I would like to get. A blue leather bag. Not helpful. Sell junk. There is that option if you come to a vendor. You can... Okay, so there's a couple of things. Let's talk about it. Let's go here. So, you're going to collect a whole pile of different items, varied items as you play. You might collect weapons, you might collect armor, you might collect crafting materials, or you might collect junk. So if you go to a merchant, let's go over here. If you go to a merchant, down here at the bottom of the merchant, there's a sell junk option. You can do that to clean up your inventory and get a little bit of money straight away. Now, another option is all this stuff here that's in your backpack, you can sell as well. But what I suggest, especially if you're going to get into crafting, is getting some salvaging items to then deconstruct that material into workable crafting materials. That's what I would suggest, especially if you're going to get into crafting. But if you're not going to get into crafting, don't worry about it. Sell it all to your heart's content and get all the money that you desire. There's definitely a couple of different options there for you anyway. So just keep that in mind. All right, that is another point of interest completed, which is great. Now there's a task here. Let's actually have a look. Speak with Kai to test his proto-golem, then examine electrical distortions and report back. Repair and revive scrap ADTS. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, I can see them there. There's an obsolete scrap 8 ADT. Let's resurrect. Excellent, that's one. And we also got another thing here on reviving allies is another good thing as well. So awesome, we're working on that adventures guide as well. Awesome. Here is another thing to resurrect. Now, electrical distortion, I think we need to be testing the proto golem to do anything about that. Yeah. Oh, it died again, so let's resurrect it again. Or maybe we need to repair them, so let's speak to Kai. So sometimes...
Excelsior.
I'm in charge of managing Incom Optics scrap heap. I'll admit it doesn't sound very glamorous, but it's an important job nonetheless. You seem ideal to assist with my special project. Interested? How can I help? You can test my scrap ADT proto-golem. It controls a sophisticated leap ahead of its predecessors while remaining easy to operate it. Let me at it. We'll follow you and observe you. Each time you disrupt an electrical distortion, the bot will note the interaction. Afterwards, return the proto-golem so I can read its log. Is there anything else I should know? You may encounter decommissioned or obsolete scrap ADTs in the scrap heap. Please repair them for me. Understood. Alright, let's do it. Now we've got that following us, we can hopefully revive and repair them properly. Here's hoping anyway. But there's electrical distortions down here that we can deal with. Here we go. Excellent. Done. Not going to worry about doing that one again. Let's just go in here. There's another electrical distortion. Or we can revive. Either or works. There we go. We're nearly there. And that's it done. Alright, let's complete that. That's it done. Oh, blue ooze. Done. Alright, let's go back to Kai and return his robot.
Always be loyal to
Let's see what he has to sell. Okay, so we can get some boots. Let's get the Incomp leather boots.
I'll
Excellent.
be on my way.
something a little bit better. Okay, excellent. So where are we at now? So it looks like we've done everything on Jetsar Falls, except there's a point of interest in the water. Let's do that. That's a good idea, actually, because I'll show you something else. Here we are. I don't know why he's still following me. Hopefully he doesn't follow me in here. So, guys, now, what you'll find is you can swim along the top of the water, which is fine. But this is quite unique in its MMO, is that you can go underwater. Now, when you go underwater, right, you will then be able to, you'll have different weapons that you can use underwater, which we don't have any at the moment, so don't worry about it. But you'll have different weapons and different gear underwater that allows you to have combat scenarios underwater, which I think is really exciting. You'll also be able to get headgear and aquatic weapons, so that way you've got a little bit of additional armor underwater as well, which is also unique. So keep all those things in mind as well, my friend. There we go. We got that last point of interest. So let's get back onto land. And what do we want to do? We want to go sort of north, which is perfectly fine. But let's just go up here. Alrighty, my friends. That is going to be it for the time being. Thank you so much for bearing with me and sharing this journey with me. I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you a better idea of what to expect when you jump into Guild Wars 2 for the first time yourself. If you're an existing player and you have any other tips and tricks you might want to share, please let me know in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you guys as well. But that's it there. I'm really enjoying my engineer. It's a lot more fun than I realized, and I'm really looking forward to branching out and exploring it a little bit further. I'm keen to try a couple of different weapons and combinations and see what I really like the most. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video or subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my content. But until then, that's it for now. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.